Computer as a teacher's tool. This is an effort to show that the construction of knowledge is governed by social, historical, and cultural contexts. In effect, this is to say that the learner who interprets knowledge has a predetermined point of view according to the social perspective of the community or society he lives in. The constructivism. It was introduced by Bajay in 1981 and Brunner in 1990. They gave stress to knowledge discovery of new meaning, concepts, principles in the learning process. Social constructivism. The learner who interprets knowledge has a predetermined point of view according to the social perspective of the community or society he lives in. And according to Vygotsky, he stressed that learning is affected by social influence. He therefore suggested the interactive process in learning. And Dewey, the human learning is really human languaging that occurs when students socially share, building and agree upon the meanings and language. Based on the two learning theories, the teachers can employ the computers as an information tool. The computer can provide vast amounts of information in various forms such as text, graphics, sound and video. Even in multimedia, encyclopedias are today available on the internet. Constructivist tool. The computer itself can be used for manipulating information, visualizing one's understanding, and building new knowledge. Co-constructivist tools. It is the use of electronic whiteboard where students may post notice to a shared document whiteboard. Students may also co-edit the same document from their homes. The computer-supported International Learning Environments or CSILE is an example of integrated environment. And tweeting tool. By means of virtual reality or RS extension system, the computer can create 3D images on display to give the user the feeling that are situated on a virtual environment. And multi-user domains or dungeons object-oriented are examples of situating system. They are text-based virtual reality environments on the internet.
The Internet and education. The Internet, also called the Net, it is the largest and far-flung network system of all systems. No one's owned the Internet. It has no central headquarters, no centrally offered services, no comprehensive online index to tell users what information is available in the system. How is everything coordinated through the Internet? This is done through a standardized protocol or set of rules for exchanging data called Transmission Control Protocol or Internet Protocol. To gain access to the Internet, the computer must be equipped with what is called a server, which has a special software program that uses the Internet Protocol. The Internet connects not only commercial, industrial, scientific establishments, but all other sectors including education and its libraries, campuses, and computer centers. Every day, the net user population and the available information continue to grow, and new ways are continuously being developed to tour the Internet. Using a program called a browser, the user can use a mouse to point and click on screen icons to surf the Internet, particularly the World Wide Web, or simply the web. An Internet subset of text, images, and sounds are linked together to allow users to access data or information needed. Educational uses of Internet in education. Educational software materials have also developed both in sophistication and appeal. And today, schools are gearing up to take advantage of Internet access. where they can plug into the Library of Congress, make virtual visits to famous museums in the world, write to celebrities, and even send questions to heads of states.
Learning with computers and internet. What's good about this? Efficient storage and rendition of information. Quick information processing. Easier to refer to the internet than in fast reference books. Facilitate an audiovisual representation of information. A series of interconnected computer networks used to communicate with others by sending an Internet Protocol or IP packet to a specific address on the internet, means to disseminate information and business. These are the advantages of learning with computers and internet. First is the accessibility. Classwork can be scheduled around personal and professional networks. Learners may have the option to select learning materials that meets their level of knowledge and interest. Flexibility to join discussions in the bulletin board threaded discussion areas at any hour, or visit with classmates and instructors remotely in chat rooms. Different learning styles at address and facilitation of learning occurs through varied activities, successfully implementing online and computer-based courses builds self-knowledge and self-confidence. Unmotivated learners or those with poor study habits may fall behind. Lack of familiar structure and routine may take getting used to. Student or miss social interaction. Instructor may not always be available on demand. Slow or unreliable internet connections can be frustrating. Managing learning software can involve a learning curve. Some courses, such as traditional hands-on, call to simulate.
Uses of internet and distance education. For searching information. Internet is used for finding information. Anything anybody wants to find is on internet. It is easy to find because of the program search engine. For communication. One of the best program of communication is chat. It let us communicate with other users instantaneously through text message website. Offering these facilities are called the chat room. Example are Yahoo Messenger. For finding people, internet also helps us to find people like our old friends. The mostly used website to find people are Facebook and Yahoo. For entertainment, internet has a big role in entertainment, as entertainment is very important in life. One can play games, listen music, watch movie, etc. or internet. Video conferencing, how it happened. A camera records the video of the sender. This video is converted into compressed digital signals. These signals are transmitted through a modem to the other computer where they are converted back into video, which is played on the computer screen. Distance education. What is distance education or distance learning? Distance education is defined as a type of education, typically college level, where students work on their own at home or at the office and communicate with faculty and other students via email, electronic forum, video conferencing, chat room, bulletin board, instant messaging, and other form of computer-based communication. Education that takes place via electronic media, linking instructor and student who are not together in a classroom.
Using internet for authentic activities. Authentic activities is a style of learning that encourages students to create a tangible, useful product to be shared with their world. Once an educator provides a motivation challenge, they nurture and provides the necessary criteria, planning, timelines, resources, and support to accommodate students' success. Characteristic of authentic activities. First, authentic activities have real-world relevant activities match as nearly as possible the real-world tasks of professionals in practice rather than decontextualized in classroom-based tasks. Second, authentic activities are ill-defined, requiring students to define the tasks and subtasks needed to complete the activity. Problems inherent in the activity are ill-defined and open to multiple interpretations rather than easily solved by the application of existing algorithms. Learners must identify their own unique tasks and subtasks in order to complete the major task. Third, authentic activities comprise complex tasks to be investigated by students over a sustained period of time. Activities are complete in days, weeks, and months rather than minutes or hours. They require significant investments of time and intellectual resources. Fourth, authentic activities provide the opportunities for students to examine the task for different perspectives using variety of resources. The task affords students of opportunity to examine the problem from the variety of theoretical and practical perspective rather than allowing the single perspective that learners must imitate to be useful, that use the variety of resources rather than imitate the number of perspective reference required students to detect relevant from irrelevant information. Fifth, authentic activities provide the opportunity to collaborate. Collaborations is integral to the task, both within the course and the real world, rather than achievable by an individual learner. 6. Authentic activities provide the opportunity to reflect. Activities need to enable learners to make choice and reflect in their learning, both individual and social. 7. Authentic activities can be integrated and applied across different subject areas and lead beyond domain-specific outcome. Activities encourage interdisciplinary perspective and enable diverse role and expertise rather than a single well-defined field of domain. 8. Authentic activities or shamelessly integrate with assessment. Assessments of activities is seamlessly integrated with the major task in the manner that reflect real-world assessments rather than separate artificial assessments removed from the nature of tasks. 8. Authentic activities create polished product available in their own right rather than as preparations for something else. Activities culminate in the creations of a whole product rather than an exercise or sub-extent in preparations or for something else. 10. Authentic activity allows competing solutions and diversity of outcome. Activities allow the range and diversity of outcome open to multiple solutions of an original nature rather than a single corrections response beyond by an applications for rule and processes.